everybody, thanks for coming back for another video. In this one here, if you remember in a past video, if you saw my past video on this knife here that was sitting in my junk drawer for years, and I finally pulled it out and put a handle on it. It was kind of a mess up in the forge when I forged it 40 years ago, whenever it was. It warped on me in heat treatment, and instead of annealing it and straightening it out and reheat treating it, I just threw it in the junk drawer. But it's a good usable knife, holds a good edge, 1095 high carbon steel, and it has a spalted wild olive wood handle I put on it. And if you didn't see the other video, there's another shot of that. And then I just used some brass squeeze type rivets on the handle. And I epoxy all my handles, get epoxied. And most of my guards get silver soldered too, by the way. Not all of them, but the nicer one, all the ones, the nice ones that I used to sell, I always would silver solder the guards on them, in addition to making them fit pretty tight, you know. But yeah, I'm calling this kind of a Russell Green River style knife. You know, it doesn't have a butcher knife style tip or anything. But kind of similar to those, and just its general size and functionability. But there again, I use patent leather because that's what I have laying around, and it's not as heavy as I'd like it to be, but it's what I have, so that's what I used to make a sheath for this. And this was a unique style for me, doing the fringe and the beads, but the fringe is actually acting like the welt or the cut sleeve all around it. It goes all the way up and stuff, so that when you sheath the knife, you're not cutting into the stitching, you know. And then I just used some thin black leather that I had, and for the welt, and then, you know, cut it into fringe, and then put some beads on it for decoration. And it's got a small belt loop I sewed on it, and so yeah, it makes it a nice little sheath knife now, with a kind of a unique style sheath. Anyway, but yeah, so this would be a knife, like, I think I'm going to consider this the first in my series of working knives from around the world that I talked about doing. And we'll start off with this one, and we'll just call this kind of a style of an old Western knife that would have typically been carried in the old Wild West days, you know. Augustus McCrae had a Russell Green River knife in Lonesome Dove, if you've seen that movie. And he used a knife with about the same size handle and stuff, different tip style on the blade, obviously. But yeah, so this would, I'm going to consider this one to be the first in a series of videos on working knives from around the world. And this one here, we'll consider this an old American West working knife. You know, something a blacksmith knocked out and made for a frontiersman as an everyday general purpose knife for all the tasks that he might need. He could skin with this, he could, you know, prepare food with it, defend himself with it, you know, anything like that. It's got some heft to it. Yeah, I really like this knife, like I said before. I'm glad I didn't pitch it. I saved it, and now I've got a sheath for it. So anyway, we'll keep this video short, and I hope to see you in the next one. Come on back, like, share, subscribe, and come on back for some more of these knife videos. I appreciate it. This is Dave. See you in the next one.